Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it. You play it. Now, for the next couple of episodes here on channel Pirate Captain Jeff, we will be discussing Batman. That's right, that's right, in honor of the release of Batman Arkham Knight. We will be releasing multiple videos discussing various aspects of the game. Now, as the title card has indicated, this review may be semi-spoilery, so watch at your own discretion. We'll be posting when the spoilers are coming up, but yeah, so just watch very carefully. Now, before I review Arkham Knight, now here's what. I haven't been able to cover all the Arkham games since I've been doing this channel. I did cover Arkham Origins and its DLC, Cold Cold Heart, a couple of videos back. So I'll be going over that real quick. Alright. First off, Batman Arkham Asylum. 10 out of 10. Really great game. The voice cast from the animated series, and in a realistic looking Batman world. Loved it. It was really great. Really great game. Highly recommend it. If you haven't played it, do so. Also, I mean, not only did you get to play as the Batman, you got to play as the Joker, so love that. Arkham City. More of everything that the first game brought us. Bigger, better. So much awesome. Very great. Also, 10 out of 10. Really great sequel. I mean, it gave us more to the Arkham City, it kept the storyline going, and it was really great. I loved it. If you get a chance, you want to play that also. Very great. Batman Arkham Origins. The prequel to the sequel. I think that's a song title or a band title. Anyway, Arkham Origins, here's what. By the time I started doing this channel and doing these reviews, the game, it was out like in September or October, maybe November. And by the time I got it in December, it had been out for so long I didn't review it, but I reviewed the DLC. The DLC was good, but here's what. I'll make this quick. The game had some bugs, and I figured by the time I got it for the winter holidays, I thought all the bugs had been resolved, but no, I encountered some bugs there myself. And there was a few things that I was thinking about when I was coming up with this review. Some issues that were addressed by both Yahtzee and from me playing it, but I give the game, I think it was a 7.5 out of 10. I think that's what it was. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. The bugs kind of were a factor of it, but overall, it was still good. It provided a good origin to the Batman, and I liked how some of the controls were changed around. And now, on to the main review. Alright. Batman Arkham Knight takes place. Now, here's what I was playing this game, and there is some time connection stuff. This game takes place 9 months after the events of Arkham City. And for a definitive date, it says that this takes place, it's either October 30th or October 31st, based on date and time and day and night and stuff. So, yeah, even though the game was released here in June, it is taking place in October, but... Alright, so let's see. Here we go. It is a great story. If you loved Asylum, and if you loved City, this is great. Just keep going along with that, and honestly, yeah, I did like Origins. It was just interesting how they placed that third in the series and with a different studio, but I digress. But yeah, if you loved what you played so far with Batman, you'll love this one. Great story. And, oh man, let's see. This is the first game of the Arkham series for the PS4 and for the Xbox One, so the graphics, oh man, this game is visually amazing. Very well done. Graphics for like all the environments, for the characters, and there's rain involved, and the rain effects on all the costumes. Wow, it's just really great. Now, when I started off, let's see, there we go. Now, the game is rated M for mature. This is the first time in the entire Batman series that this has been rated M. All the other games were T. But I think this was kind of a bold move for the Arkham series. I mean, if they took out some of the stuff, I guess they didn't want to be talking down to their audience. Let's see, they didn't want to insult them. They had to put in some factors that showed that well, the Batman universe, it is dark, it is gritty, it does deal with subject matter. I mean, You have murderers and arsonists and a whole bunch of other and thieves. You have a whole bunch of categories of things that are rather unsavory. So, yeah, well, I can understand. This might be bad for some of the fan base who are not old enough to get an M-rated game. I can understand, and I respect their decision for this. I am old enough to play this, and now if you do get the game, please be mature about it. I know I can't force everyone to do that, but I'm just saying, please, game responsibly. Now, here, yeah, like I said, the game is M, and it definitely earns the M title. There's some visual stuff, and yeah, there's some of the language. It's not constant swearing all the time, but yeah, there might be something here or there, and of course there's the visual stuff for either combat or for like the environments or something that's going on. So yeah, just be careful and please game responsibly. Let's see. And this is the final chapter of the series, so I mean, how are they going to go out? How is it going to end with a bang? I mean, this has been really great. Let's see. Now, several members from the previous games have returned and show what has happened since the end of the events of Arkham City. Things have gotten really crazy. And I kind of like how we have the voice cast from like all the previous games. And I like how we have the characters. Like we've seen the Penguin and we've seen Two-Face. And also we see Poison Ivy. I mean, we see a whole bunch of the big name people. And we also see some names of other characters flying around here. It's pretty awesome. Now, while we have the characters from the previous games, for this game, John Noble is the voice of the Scarecrow. Oh man, he has the voice. If you want to hear a sample of how good he sounds at being so evil, either just play the game, watch the trailers that feature him, or as a recommendation, I'd say look up his character. He plays Henry Parrish in the TV series, in the Fox series Sleepy Hollow. He has that voice. I mean, it is just so perfect for him to play this villainous role. It's like he owns it. He is really good. I highly recommend it. Very great work, Mr. Noble. Thank you for your contribution. Now, what I like about this game is how there's so many references to not only there's so many references. There's to the DC universe. There's to the Batman previous games, and then there's to the Batman universe itself. So I like this. They're acknowledging so many other facets and having so many other parts of the Batman universe tie into this game and the game series. It's pretty awesome. And speaking of stuff that ties in from previous games, is what the game, it has features that are all its own, that are brand new, but it also has some stuff from previous games, and it even took out factors from previous games. Like in Arkham Origins, you had the Batwing, and you could fast travel from multiple locations, but you don't have that this time, so they took that out. But let's see, one feature was in Origins and City was how you could change after you beat the game. You could change the skin of the Batman. So, but now for this game, they say that you can change Batman's look right off the bat. Thank you. Yes, I went there. So I think that's pretty cool. Now Now for the DLC zone, I won't be reviewing the costume packs because, well, you just change what the Batman looks like. It doesn't really affect how much butt he kicks. Let's see. And another factor, one of the new things, there were 3 new things that were offered for this game. First off, there was this new Predator system, where when you surprise the enemies in just the right manner, you can do a Predator takedown. You can take down 3 targets. You take down target A, and then you select target B and target C. Another factor was the dual combat, where if you and another member of the Bat universe are fighting a very, very large horde of enemies, you're able to fight as Batman. Let's say it's with someone from the previous game. Let's say, I don't know, it's from the trailers we've seen Nightwing, Robin, and Catwoman. Any one of those. You can switch back and forth between Batman and one of his co-op partners. So this way you can team up to do great combo knockouts. And the third great factor, everyone and their grandma was asking for this. We finally get to drive the Batmobile. And it is a sweet ride. Now, of course, you have the main game where you just play through the story and, well, you see all the craziness of Arkham happening around you. Then, or Gotham around you. And then, of course, you have to deal with Edward Nygma, the Riddler. Once again, Man, he is consistent in these games. He is back, and once again, trying to show that he is smarter than everyone else. But aside from the main game, and aside from the Riddler challenges, there are 13 other factors involved. No, I think it's 12. 13 or 12. There's Most Wanted. You have to find stuff like, okay, this might be a little bit spoilery, but I'll try to keep it to a very bare minimum of facts. Like in Arkham Origins, you had to deal with people like, who is this expert shooter? Who is taking all of these people's identities? What's up with all these crazy clues being left behind? There's stuff like that. It's called Most Wanted, and you have to figure out things like find a DNA sample, find out who this missing person is and why they're missing. And then there's like finding specific people and saving specific people, or beating up specific people. Now, while doing all this, whether it be the main game or the side quests, which is pretty awesome, you earn, of course, the Wayne points to upgrade yourself. And I like that because, once again, Batman, he has the bare minimum of equipment, but he has a few things which can be picked up either along the way or by finding it. And as you unlock... now here's what, when I first started the game, I was like, oh great, I'll be limited to being only able to do certain moves, but no, I mean, it just felt going totally natural back into it. They do give you a whole bunch of stuff right off the bat because... right off the bat, there I go again. At the very start, because it has been so much time since when this first game came out, so Batman is aware of some of the moves. Sure, you have to relearn some stuff, which is kind of annoying, but it does... It's kind of there for the whole unlock system, keep you there, so this way, like, for you full completionists, this is really awesome. So it's kind of a good thing for you, and for those of you who want points to learn a new move or kick some more hiney, then this is really great for you. So while playing all this game, there is just one big question that has to be figured out: who is the Arkham Knight? Yes. And aside from that, there's other questions, like there's VR challenges all over the place, and if you complete those, then you can go onto bragging rights for the leaderboard. Yeah, so... and as for location, this takes place in some new part of Gotham City. This is a location that we have never been before in the old game. And I think effects from Arkham City, and I think based on the size of Gotham in general, this is we're in some new areas, so it's kind of refreshing to see how Gotham is, like a new side of it, not from the inside of the walled-off area. But I'd say it's pretty good. So overall, let's see. We here at Aperture Gaming, we give unbiasedly, we give it a solid 10 out of 10. Yeah, so, like I said, to the PC people, I'm sorry for your loss, but, in quality, hang on. Excuse me. I'm sorry how the game is bugging for you, but if you get the chance, when the game comes back up, you will play it and you will love it. And for the rest of us, if you are playing it, you know why this is awesome. And if you haven't played it yet, you better. Alright, so that's all the time we have for this episode of Aperture Gaming. Be sure to tune in for the DLC zone, the product review of the Batman Batarang, and we here at Aperture Labs, we think we have an idea about the time frame of the Arkham series. We will give our 2 bits about that, with a little help from Pixelated Pete. So until next time, this has been Aperture Gaming saying thank you for watching, have a nice day, and game on. Now, we're about to reveal a huge spoiler. So, if you're happy with the review, then please end the video now. But this is for people who have played the game and I know what I'm talking about. And if you like spoilers, well then this is for you. So, the following clip is a spoiler. So, watch or don't at your discretion. Welcome to the spoiler clip. Okay. Alright, so here's the spoiler. Mark Hamill was the Joker for Arkham Asylum and for Arkham City. At the end of Arkham City, we all know what happened. We all saw the end of the Clown Prince of Crime. The Joker actually did bite the big one, which led to the DLC Harley Quinn's Revenge. A pretty good DLC, actually. So yeah, then we had different characters for Arkham Origins, but we'll cover that later. So then, the question was, we had Kevin Conroy back, but would we get Mark Hamill back? Of course. I mean, why? I mean, it's Arkham Knight. Joker's dead. In fact, the opening scene for the game, as many of you have probably seen by now, or if not, you'll see it. Joker, his corpse is at the crematorium, and it rolls up, and then you just push up on the joysticks, and that ignites the flames, and that officially is the end of the Joker. But then Batman gets exposed to a new batch of fear toxin by the Scarecrow, and instantly, "Hello, bats! Miss me?" The Joker is now a hallucination, and he's back as a hallucination, and it is Mark Hamill. He is back. The original is back. Yes! And as you fly around the game, he will interact with you. Like if you come up to a spot, he will randomly appear and he will start to torment you because it's the fear gas playing tricks on Batman's mind. He even refers, "Hello, Bruce. If you wanted to be me all this time, all you had to do was ask." So yeah, it's amazing. Mark Hamill is back as the Joker. Now the Joker is officially dead, but it is great. It is great to see the Joker even though it's a hallucination. It's great to see the Joker and to hear the original Joker. So that was the spoiler. If you watched this and are upset by it, I apologize, but you were warned. And if you watched it and are happy with the news, well then, glad I could help reinform that. That is one of the many, out of all the factors of this game, this is one of the many of them why I gave the game a 10 out of 10. So until next time, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and as always, game on.